Hi everybody. Today I just want to do a little quick chat about mob spawning and basically the easiest mob farm you can build, which you can do within your first couple of days, basically of starting a new world. So let's hop right into it. Just note that we do have some you'll see here that squid that was spawning here. That's because we're so low in the world. You can see I'm inside of a perimeter area. That's why we got the glow squid here. So let me activate my camera account, and then we can quickly go inside this mob farm here. So you can see, oh, there we go. A lot of mobs. Now obviously, as I said, yeah, the squids are spawning because of the water in it. So this is your easiest mob farm you can build. So these are materials you can get, as I said, in the first couple of days. The only hard work you got to do is actually just collecting it. Wood to make your trapdoors. You can use cobblestone if you don't have silk touch yet. And then just do a little bit of mining for some iron so you can make buckets, get water. And obviously to make some hoppers and your chest. The glass here is not necessary. Just put it here so it's easier for you guys to see. So you can make everything out of cobblestone or stone if you've got the silk touch pickaxe. Now you'll see here this farm is basically a 20 by 20 block area, and then you've got these 4 waterways going through here, and you've got trapdoors along the sides here. So the mobs will come here, they'll think they can walk, and then boom, they just walk straight into it. As you see this guy just did here. Now obviously the only thing is downside, you've got mobs standing around all the time taking up your mob cap. But that's why this is a basic farm. You can also change this to an XP farm, which is very easy to do. So if we go out again here, let's quickly grab a slab here. All you do is add some slabs. And you've got an XP farm. Let's grab a sword. Just that. Okay, obviously I don't have looting on now. You see, most of the mobs will survive. Take you down to 1 or 2 hits, and you get your XP. So if you've got looting, you'll get a lot more XP and a lot more drops. As you can see, the farm's been running here while I've been building and working things out. You do get quite a bit of drops. Quickly a couple of smacks, and there we go. Now, if you do have a perimeter or a place that's well spawn proof, as you know, mobs can spawn depending on your simulation distance. Anything from 25 blocks to 128 blocks, more or less, away from you. Now, you'll see this little drop chamber. So from where the slab is up to the top is 25 blocks. Let me quickly go into my camera account again. Get up to this, where this water is here, that's 25 blocks down. So if you put the slab there, most of the mobs will survive up to 1 hit. Otherwise you take the slab out and they just die straight away. Now you'll notice that this has got 4 spawning platforms. Now this farm is the same size, except what we've done here is add just a bunch of little straight edges for them to spawn on. So you don't have the big spawn areas, you've got the smaller ones, but the farm stays the same size. Only thing is you've got to add on now to get the mobs all in the same place is this extra water on the sides here before they drop down into that little area over down there. And you'll also notice that spiders are always a problem in a farm like this because they can climb up everywhere and they can block. If you get too many spiders here, they can block all the mobs from falling down your little drop chute over there. Now this farm over here is a little bit different, same type of build. Except you can add, like you see, I've got an iron golem and 2 villagers in here. So you can have just golems or villagers. If you're able to get them up here in early game using a bubble elevator or rails minecart, whichever is easier for you, just to basically lure some of the mobs in. Now, personally, I wouldn't build this. I think that the first farm works much better, but it's on the same principle as those. You can see here, this spider is blocking the little chute here. So I would say go for this first one over here. I find this always to work the best. Easy to build. So you can do it very early game. So let's just quickly have a look at how this farm is built. So here you got your 25 blocks from over here, from that block there, down to where the mobs die there. Okay, you build out 8 blocks. So yeah, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. And then your 9th block will be your wall that you put around your edge of your farm. Then you build up 2 blocks, as you can see over there. So yeah, you build up your 2-block wall going all the way around. You'll do the same on this side. Just fill this in over there. And we get some water and trapdoors. And there we go. Because water flows for 8 blocks. So you don't have to put any signs or anything else. The water stops automatically, and the mobs, as soon as they come in here, go all the way down there. And you just add on your trapdoors on the edges. So you could probably build a farm like this within a couple of hours, gather your resources and everything, and you'll get a lot of drops. Just remember to do your roof, this little area over here, do that last. Otherwise, if you're inside here, there's a chance that mobs could start spawning, and then you're going to have a problem, especially with creepers and then blowing everything up. And make sure that your collection area is sorted out from the beginning. And then once you're done, you just go out, take out all your torches, put your roof on, and then the farm is done. Now, you can build actually a whole bunch of these farms. You can build a few of them next to each other. I would just advise actually having this wall in between them. But you could build a few next to each other. And the same with this farm over here, where you could build this going all the way down. You can have it 50 blocks or 100 blocks long, depending on how your game is set up. And you can build a whole bunch of layers on top of each other. If you just add another layer in like that. So then you have your trapdoors over there. So as the mobs spawn, they would fall straight down here. So you'll have all these platforms on top of each other. So you can have 10 layers of platforms and have it 50 blocks long. And the farm will still work pretty good. It's just obviously you're going to add more water. Or as you see here, you need to quite a lot of buckets of water. So, but that you can just build a water source, which is easy enough to do. Oh, there, a creeper was exploding with somebody. So, add 2 buckets of water, and then you got your infinite water source. Easy as pie. So, the other thing to remember is obviously mob-proof your area. So depending on what your simulation distance is set as, if you guys go have a look at some of my mob spawning and simulation render distance videos, mobs will only spawn 25 blocks away from you up till whatever simulation distance you got. Now usually I tell everybody, no, if you're going to set your simulation distance, don't go more than 8 chunks, because anything above 8, where you set it for 10 or 12 or 20 chunks, it's the same principle applies to all of them. So I would set your maximum for 8 simulation distance, and your render distance may be on 10 or 12, depending on if your console or your PC can handle the way the game runs. But yeah, all depending on that. So most important, mob proof your area, and you'll have a lot of drops. So that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned something. Enjoy Minecraft. I'll see you guys again.